Welcome to Intelexx, the place for entrepreneurs podcast. This is season 3, episode 8, and we will be talking about an awesome entrepreneur, Mrs. Ernestine Morrison. Now, I don't know if y'all haven't heard about her, but she is really making a name for herself, and she is only in her 30s, y'all. She is young and doing it, all right? So I'm just going to read a little bit in her bio for those of you who do not know who she is. And don't worry, later on, we're going to hear from her herself, okay? We're going to hear from her. She going to be in the building. I mean, not literally, but we're going to see her. And for those that's just on audio, we gonna hear her. All right. Okay. So she was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. She grew up wanting to act. They say she caught the acting bug at 10 years old and started her career by doing background work. The first set she was ever hired on as a child was a featured extra role on the WB hit show 7th Heaven. How many of y'all remember that show? It's been a while, but yeah, she was on that show, y'all. So maybe go in the archives and look it up and see, and see if you can spot her on the show. She later appeared on Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Parenthood, The Parenthood, let me correct myself. Continuing to study performing arts in high school, she later majored in theater at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. She never shied away from her craft. That is a gem right there. Regardless of what it is that you want to do, never shy away from it. Do it all the time, as much as you can, because you never know when your time is going to come. All right. She landed her first role as an adult in the Sony blockbuster film Think Like a Man 2, led by Kevin Hart. And if you haven't seen that movie, go check it out. It was really good. I did see that movie, so check it out. She is a compelling actress with a diverse look, and she has played multiple characters. Ernestine is a multifaceted artist, also known internationally for her groundbreaking spoken word pieces. Okay, listen, you never know what avenue of your gifts is going to make you become a household name, or is going to get you to go viral, quote unquote, or is going to get you to that level of, oh, this is for me, right? You never know. So keep doing what you're doing. Ernestine performed an original piece called The Average Black Girl on the Arsenio Hall show, and she graced the screens of over 60 million viewers worldwide, and no one by any means is perfect. We are not promoting that on this podcast. However, we give people their flowers while they are still here, and we acknowledge what they do and how they have contributed and how they are sharing their gift with the world. Everybody's not meant to be an actress. Everybody's not meant to be a speaker. Everyone is not meant to be a teacher or a lawyer, or the list can go on and on. We're not worried about all that, right? My focus is that you are walking in your purpose and that you are using your gift to the best of your ability. It's not about the accolades, not about the fame or the recognition or the money, because all of that will come in time. It's about being honest and being true to yourself, and just knowing that when you do the work and when you are consistent, and when you are willing to do it regardless of who's watching you, that's when you can kind of sit back and really just let your gift make room for you. If you are in line with what you are supposed to do, there's nothing you can't do, okay? All right, so just a little bit more. She's most known for her acting career, but she is a dope spoken word artist, okay? Very dope. I have heard her work and she's amazing. It just goes to show you that it's not about you being in one lane or doing one thing. So many people doing multiple things and are great at all of them, right? You might start off in one field and find yourself in another field and you do amazing in that field. You know, it's not just one thing that you can be good at. You can be good at some amazing things. You know, there's a lot of entertainers who are great at singing, acting, dancing, you know, producing, and the list goes on and on. So don't limit yourself to base what you want to live your life and do on how others perceive you, because you know, you could be a box full of gems that just need to be spread out, and your gifts can be used in the capacity that it needs to be. And for her, for Ernestine, her best known role is acting, but that's not her only role, okay? She has also been featured in some TV appearances like Queen Sugar and Ambitions on the OWN network. And for those who don't know what the OWN network is, it is Oprah Winfrey Network, okay? She's also been seen on Fox on the show Shots Fired and 24 Legacy. She has been on Broad City on Comedy Central. And she is contributing more than just screen time. She's, like I said, she's a poet. She's also an activist, y'all, who supports entrepreneurship, learning for all. I say this a lot. It is best to do for yourself, because you never know when, if you're working for someone else, when they're going to tell you, oh, time to go. We don't need you anymore. We appreciate your service, but we are downsizing, or, you know, we're cutting back, or, you know, we found somebody that could do your job better, whatever the reason may be. You know, that is always a possibility when you are working for someone else. When you work for yourself, you know what you're going to get yourself into. You don't have to worry about job security or anything like that, because what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So it's all a matter of putting that work in, right? And I know there are some people that I know personally and people out in the world who prefer to work for someone else because of the consistent money that comes in, which is understandable, because when you're used to a certain and steady income and you go to entrepreneurship, it's not steady and it's not the same. It's not consistent. You know, one month you could do great, the next month not so great. You know what I mean? And you have to take time to get to a point where it's actually going to level itself out. And that can be scary. However, when you are, you know, venturing out and doing things purpose-filled, to where you're focused on your gift and not what you can make, things will work out for you in the end. All right, but doing for self is the best way to go. And if you don't know how to start that, definitely check out some previous episodes, and you know, our social media, we talk about it a lot, so connect with us, okay? But back to our entrepreneur spotlight, Mrs. Morrison. Her words are electrifying and raw. She is infamous for being uncensored and untamed when speaking on social issues, as well as speaking on women. As I said earlier, her piece, Average Black Girl, got over 40 million views, including Red Bottoms, which shows a perspective on female prostitution. So if y'all have not checked her out and you want to look her up, go right on YouTube and check her out. Type in Ernestine Morrison and her page comes up. You can check out Red Bottoms to find out what that's all about. And you can look at all of her other content on there as well. She does post a lot of content and she's pretty consistent. So that's good. And if you are interested in doing entrepreneurship, Look at other entrepreneurs and what they're doing, how often they're on social media, how often they're promoting, how often they're creating. You know, they will tell you best. So a spoken word artist is a step further than just a poem written on paper, right? The emotion that Ernestine passionately speaks about, with her words, it gives you a sense of upliftment and makes you deeply think, really makes you think and feel enlightened on hard subject matters, right? You know, anybody can be a pretty face or cute face, nice body, but not everybody can probe your mind. Not everybody can feed your mind. Not everybody can make you think. So, you know, for someone to really make you stop and think like, oh, wait, I'm gonna have to think on that, because I can't just respond right away because you just stumped me a little bit. I need to regroup. And you know, when somebody does that to you, that means they're in tune with themselves. They have studied and done the work, and they are giving to you what they've given to themselves already. All right, so like I said, she's been an advocate for entrepreneurship, and she is the co-founder of the Legacy Center and the CEO of Greenlit ATL. If you want to know more information on that, definitely look it up. Listen, here, this is a place for entrepreneurs, right? This is a place where we all do for self. So we're not gonna baby you here. We're not gonna give you all the details. We're gonna give you some homework too. So if you want to find out more about the Legacy Center and Greenlit ATL, look them up and let us know what you think about it. And if it's something that you are interested in partnering with, or, you know, volunteering or connecting of some sorts, let us know. We'd love to hear your thoughts about what she's got going on. One of her most recent projects is a short film called Scammer, directed by Dontel Antonio, and it was made through Film, Food Stamps, and Composite Media. It features B. Simone, Jackie O, Bree Renee, and Mrs. Morrison. So if you are interested in viewing that, it is on YouTube, so you can check that out on YouTube. She also is on social media, Mrs. Ernestine Morrison on Instagram. Of course, if you go to her YouTube page, I believe all of her social media information is on there, so that you don't have to go searching through all the different apps. You can just go to one place and it's all there, right? But don't quote me. Check first, okay? Because I'm not 100% sure that she's all of her information is on there, okay? And I'm just gonna go through a list now. Y'all, she is 36 years old, okay? Doing the thing, okay? And that just goes to show you it's not about your age. It's not about how old or how young you are. It's about your drive, and it's about what you are willing to do to make it happen, okay? I'm so happy. I love to see when someone goes after their dreams and doesn't give up, no matter who's in their corner, who's not, what's being said, the doors being closed in their face, all the no's, and the dissemination of relationships, and so many different things that happen when you're on your way to the top. That's not talked about enough. But for those that keep going despite all of the things that they might go through, shout out to y'all, and shout out to Ms. Morrison, because I'm sure she's been through some things, and she will tell you. I know she has, but she'll tell you. And for anybody that you are looking up to, look into their story. They will tell you what they've been through. Everything is not all glitz and glam, okay? It takes a lot to get to the top. People just think it's a straight staircase up, elevator go to the top floor. No, you're gonna go through a whole bunch to get to that spot. But keep going, because you're gonna meet yourself when you get there. All right, y'all know who said that, right? I'll tell y'all later. But some of the movies and TV shows that she's been a part of: Scheme Queens, Make Time for Love, Digital Lives Matter, Boxed In, Think Like a Man 2, Love the Hard Way, Where's the Love, Johnny Got His Gun, 24 Legacy, Angrily Ever After, BET Her Presents The Waiting Room, Dirty South House Arrest, Ladies Rock Club, Mary Switchmas, Hear No Evil, Downsized, The Morning After, Mixed Emotions Volume 2, The Title, Besties, Mixed Emotions, Poorly Rich, Open, Freeman Hospitality, Bro, I Shrunk My Side Chick, Sugar Mamas, Reckless, and Shades of Attraction. Now, this is different things that I've looked up online. There could be some things missing, but as I said before, she's not just an actress. She's also an activist and a spoken word artist, and she got her hand in producing, right? So she, like I said, having one lane is not the thing, right? You can have multiple lanes. You can have it, and it's okay to have it, right? Because as long as you do that, and do it well, right? Because what you put out is what you're gonna get put back into you. You reap what you sow. You can't expect 20% and then, you can't expect 50, 100%, 200%, and you're only giving 3%. It doesn't work that way. You give 3%, you're gonna get that 3% back, right? So, we are gonna hear from Mrs. Ernestine Morrison. I done combined her first and last name together. We're gonna hear from Miss Ernestine today, okay? So that's what we're about to do. We're going to hear from the lovely lady herself. Are y'all ready? All right.
Okay, so last night, I had a woman named Ernestine Johnson booked on the show to perform spoken word. Unfortunately, I ran out of time, and I was unable to put her on. But after the show, she set this room on fire with a performance for my Arsenio Up Close app. And at that very moment, I decided to have her on the show tonight to start it off for you all. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ernestine Johnson.
They say I'm not the average black girl because I'm so well-spoken, poised, full of etiquette, a white man's token. You know, I remember my ex's mother telling me I didn't know how I was going to react when he brought home a black girl, but I like you because you talk so white. Well, when did me talking right equate to me talking white? They say I'm not the average black girl. No, not the average black girl, because the pigment of my skin is just a shade lighter than that black girl over there. You know the black girl over there. The black girl with the nappy hair. The black girls whose elbows can't skip a day without lotion. Whose hearts and heads are filled up with self-hate and bottled up emotion. The cocoa brown girls who have to face society every day and be tough. Because no matter how good they straighten their hair, their good is still not good enough. Oh, see. Luckily for me, I don't fall in that category. See, they say I'm not the average black girl because I speak with so much class. And I don't have too much, but just enough ass. And not too much, but just enough pizzazz. You know, just a little bit of attitude. Because you don't want to come off as one of those average black girls and come off as rude. You know, popping their gum and shaking their neck. Yeah, because those black girls get, no respect. But see, luckily for me, I get a pass. Because the melanin in my skin matches that brown paper bag. And my father, brother, and men that I date, pants don't sag. And when I speak, my tongue pronounces every syllable. and the combed part down the middle of my hair is naturally visible. Oh, it must be a weave, but she must be mixed, because we all know the average black girl ain't got that good. Or when I walk into a room full of white men, they all stare. It must be the long lengths of my unaverage black girl hair. See, they say I'm not the average black girl because I corrected the professor when he used the word conversate. Converse. The word is converse. And in case you didn't get the memo, there are now 8, not 9 planets in the universe. And when you're watching the numbers on your stocks move up and down, remember Oklahoma, in a small town, where one of the first Wall Streets was a black Wall Street that got mysteriously burned down. Oh, they say I'm not the average black girl. Well, let's flip the script and rewind it, repaint the lines that have been blurred over time, because the average black girl that I know, the average black girl that I know made 19 trips through the Underground Railroad to free the slaves. Sat on segregated buses, refused to get up and pave new waves. See, the average black girl that I know, were Egyptian queens like Hatshepsut and Needlecris, who were ruling dynasties and whole armies of men. Excuse me while I set fire to this poem with my pen, because I am tired. Tired of the stereotypes black girls have fallen into because of American mentality. Oh, but not half as tired as Ella Baker, Diane Nash, Septima Poinsett Clark. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. Miss Fannie Lou Hamer, Daisy Bates, Anna Arnold Hedgeman, and Dorothy Height are far more tired than I am. But do you think the ones who say I'm not the average black girl even give a damn? No. So pardon me if I can't openly accept your compliments. Pardon me if I can't openly accept your compliment. It's just the average black girl that I know. The average black girl that I know had courage that surpassed her every fear and fought for justice and equality year after year. So as I construct these words, pardon me as I shed a tear, because I'm not half the black girl she was. I am not half the black girl she was. See, there's a minor clause. See, she was out there fighting, breaking, and changing laws. So I bow down to my black queen standing in the merit of her work. And as America's society continuously throws these supercilious words unto me, I say no. I'm not the average black girl. I can only aspire to be. Thank you.
All right, and that was Miss Ernestine herself. Listen, make sure y'all let me know what y'all think about Miss Ernestine Morrison, okay? She is dope to me. I love it. I love to see it. Her passion, her energy. She is like that in real life, okay? Not just on the stage. But, you know, we do our gems here for you to pick up and use later, all right? And the gem for the day, for this episode, is to be authentically you, right? When you come into a room and you are yourself and you are authentically and beautifully and artistically you, people will remember you because of who you are and what you do. You know, you will be remembered for being yourself, because once you show up and do you, they will want more and more and more. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, for taking this time out to be here, to be with me, to talk about our spotlight for this episode, Miss Ernestine Morrison, who, again, is not just an actress, but a spoken word artist, a mother, a wife, a producer. She does it all, y'all. So if y'all are not connected with her, if you don't know who she is, now you know a little bit. But make sure to follow her on social media. Make sure to check out her YouTube, her Instagram, and all of the socials. All right, but that's our time. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, have a great day and an awesome, awesome week.